Since the 1970s, hemp has been classified as a Schedule I drug on the US federal government's list of controlled substances, alongside heroin, LSD, and marijuana. After months of debate and negotiation, the news is in and Congress has voted to include the legalization of the cultivation of hemp on the 2018 Farm Bill.
There will be some steps that have to be taken after the Farm Bill is passed. The Farm Bill authorizes the Secretary of Agriculture or the states to take the first stab at promulgating regulations of hemp. But the bill itself could be signed into law as early as next week. Previously, at least under the Controlled Substances Act, the Controlled Substances Act didn't care about whether or not a cannabis plant had THC or didn't have THC. They were all the same. They were all considered marijuana. So this bill is going to narrow the definition of what constitutes marijuana under federal law. The bill authorizes the states to take the primary responsibility for regulating marijuana, which will now be called hemp. Those cannabis plants that have very low concentrations of THC. So it gives the states the opportunity to regulate this particular agricultural commodity and the production of this commodity, to supervise the growing of it and so on. But there is one caveat that is in order, and that's that even though this new bill legalizes hemp and CBD drawn from hemp under the Controlled Substances Act, the use of CBD in a lot of products is still heavily regulated by the federal government. The FDA, for example, currently says that it is unlawful to put CBD into a food product and then sell it across state lines.
With the new laws that the Farm Bill brings to the US, what effect will this have on Canadian cannabis companies?
Where the Canadian LPs look to stand from this, we see a number of large, both LPs and Canadian cannabis companies that are looking for M&A activities. We recently saw Canopy Growth acquire through a cash and share transaction purchase of a leader in hemp-derived products, both from an R&D and commercialization perspective, called Abu. Bruce Linton from Canopy has been on record saying that once the U.S. takes hemp off of a Schedule I substance, that they'll be ready to deploy some form of a strategy. The hemp market in the U.S. in particular, we're looking at a pretty fast ramp. So the latest estimates suggest that 20 to 22 billion US dollars is how much the hemp value in the US will be worth. So there's certainly a lot of opportunities for many of the Canadian LPs to take advantage of this, and I wouldn't be surprised to see a plethora of M&A activities moving forward over the next little bit and into H1 of 2019 and beyond.
For Midas Letter Live, I'm Adamo Barbieri.